Isang paalaala, ang masusunod na kabanata ay naglalaman ng mga salita at pahayag na maaaring magdulot ng takot, pangamba at pagkabahala sa mga nakikinig, lalo na sa mas nakababatang gulang. Huwag magpatuloy kung kinakailangan. Welcome to episode 306. I'm your host, Earl, and today we're joined by a guest whose work sits right at the crossroads of intuition, reflection, personal insight, and she's none other than Prey of Beyond Senses, founder and tarot reader behind Beyond Senses Philippines, a Philippine-based tarot reading practice that has grown from a personal hobby into one of the country's most recognized spiritual guidance services. Prey began her tarot journey in 2019, exploring cards, initially for fun, then turning tarot more seriously in 2020 as a way to navigate life's challenges and help others make sense of theirs. Today, Beyond Senses is fully registered as a business and has reached thousands of followers across social media. Ayan, so actually ang haba ng intro ko kay Prey, pero wag natin pahabain pa to. Today mag-uusap tayo tungkol sa love, life, direction, looking within. Especially nalalapit na rin ang Valentine season, so maraming pagkakataon na magtanong tayo tungkol sa buhay, pag-ibig. Ayan, and today we're live here at the Pod Network Studios here in Mandaluyong. Live din tayo sa Facebook, so sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon, hello sa inyo. And meron tayo ditong mga kasama sa studio, mga nakikita sila. So say hello. Hi everyone. Ayan. So welcome to this should be episode 306. Ayan. Prey, sa mga hindi pa nakakilala sa'yo pero suking-suki ka ng mga podcast, baka naman you can say hello to everyone who's watching right now.
Hello everyone, nagulat ba kayo? It's me again. Ayun, I just wanted to say hi din sa mga friends ko, kay mommy, sa family ko, and of course, the Red Door Podcast kasi nagbilan sila. So, hello guys.
Oh, hi Red Door Podcast.
Hello.
Ayan, so, Prey has been a constant of other horror podcasts here locally in the Philippines, and yun nga, Beyond Senses. And I think I've seen you in one of the Halloween episodes of
Yes. Kababalaghan.
Yes.
Twice.
Channel 2.
Yeah. ABS.
ABS-CBN. Yun. So, ayan. She's very well versed in terms of horror and yun nga, tarot reading. So, that's why I asked her to be with me today along with our lovely audience, and para pag-usapan natin all about tarot cards. Yan. So, yun. Pero, how... I'd like to know you better because this is my first time seeing you in person, and actually, ayan, nag-usap lang tayo sa Viber. How did you start with tarot? And what made you trust this particular tool? Because there's a lot of divination tools. And what made you decide that tarot is for you?
Tarot, I started it because of curiosity, just like other people. Because that time I just graduated college and I was so lost. Nakita ko yung mga friends ko nagtataro sila. Tapos sabi ko, ano yan? Pwede read nyo din ako.
Okay.
Then when I look at it, I was like, ang hirap pala niya basahin. Hindi pala yan basta cards lang. And you have to develop your intuition and everything. So, I decided to learn reading because the feeling that I felt that time when my friend read me, I got clarity.
Okay.
And I told myself, gusto ko din yan i-offer sa ibang tao kasi it's different when you help others. And feeling ko nga ever since that day, sabi ko, hala, parang ito na yung life purpose ko.
Oh, nice.
Kasi it started with horror talaga. And then I shifted to reading. Kasi I need to control my abilities. I need to ground myself. So I found this type of I found this type of reading, which is yung tarot reading, and it really helped me a lot.
Okay. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear kasi parang like whenever we have problems, 'di ba? Parang we sometimes we're so lost and we don't know where to anchor ourselves, and it's nice that there's a tool just like tarot na pwede nating panghawakan, and
Yes,
we
that's
can
true.
we can rely on it, and given the right information we can actually learn things, or at least make clarity out of the chaos that we have in life. And yun, aminin natin, mahirap talaga naman kasi, di ba, parang we all have our own journeys, may kanya-kanya tayong problema, and it's nice to have something like tarot, like
That's true.
kung
Yes.
believe or not, parang you can take it with a grain of salt.
That's what I say then to my clients all the time, na you don't have to really base your decision on whatever the tarot cards will say. At the end of the day, you always have a free will kung ano yung gusto mo pa rin, kahit sabihin ng tarot na ito yung magandang pathway for you. For me, lagi kong binibigyan yung client na ikaw ba, ano bang gusto mo? Kasi yun yung important eh.
Pag sinabi bang gano'n, parang ikaw, ano bang gusto mo? Iniiba mo ba yung shuffle ng card?
Hindi.
Bago na.
Hindi. Parang ang ginagawa ko every time is I say everything first. Like, I talk first. And then, syempre, binibigyan ko sila ng time to reflect on it. Kasi minsan shocking din eh. Depende dun sa lalabas dun sa reading. And then, after that, I ask them, based dun sa reading natin, anong na-feel mo? Ikaw ba? Baka gusto mo mag-share? Ano ba yung thoughts mo about it?
Yeah.
Ito ba yung susundin mo? Especially kapag love, parang hindi.
Ooh.
Pina-follow.
Pero for someone who's very skeptical, what do you think tarot is actually good for? Like on a POV of someone who doesn't believe in tarot, what good does it do?
Actually, I love skeptical clients, to be honest. Kasi I always tell them na tarot is just a tool to navigate your life decision. And it's like a mirror na when you look, di ba when you look at the mirror, parang hindi mo naman nakikita everything at like one glance.
Yeah.
But with tarot reading
Like
kasi,
you have a
yeah.
general vision of what's in front of you,
Yeah,
but
but-
the details, no.
Yes, but with tarot, parang every details talaga, if ifo-focus mo siya, makikita mo. Kasi it doesn't give you one answer. Like, it gives you parang multiple possibilities talaga. That's why I love tarot so much.
Ooh, nice.
Try na ba natin?
Yeah. Scary. All right. Before magpabook ng reading, what should people know about psychic work so they can get most out of the experience? Because that's a very limited time. Like we ask for your time, like an hour probably, and I want to get most out of it. What do I need to prepare before I see you?
Number one, I guess, be open. It's okay to be a skeptic, but it's very important kasi na open ka din when you get a reading, kasi tarot reading is based on energies. So when let's say I read for you and then you're not letting me read you, mahihirapan ako personally to see what's really in there.
Oh, so for example, I booked the reading, pero is there a way for me to block you?
Yeah. Yeah, there are like different ways. Nagigets ko naman yun kasi iba-iba naman yung reason. Sometimes natatakot lang sila. Like, for example, meron lang silang part ng sarili nila na shield ganon. And I understand that kasi kaya nga sila,
That's privacy.
yeah, kaya nga sila lumapit. But I always make sure to ground them first. You know, parang sinasabihan ko sila na it's okay, you know, nasa safe space ka, ganon. And I guess number 2 is, lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila na may free will ka pa din.
Mm-mm.
Hindi porket negative yung lumabas forever na ganito. Like, there are always advices na we can get when we do reading. And number 3, tarot is not a therapy. Kasi some parang ginagawa nilang like replacement, but I always guide them na this is not a replacement for legal advice, medical advice, therapy. No, parang we can offer you guidance, but that's it. So yun, lagi ko silang nire-remind dun sa parang difference, kasi kailangan talaga siya ma-structure before going into it, para lang ma-set yung expectation.
Pero actually, you know what? When I think of tarot readers or divination readers, psychics, ako, sinabi ko to sa'yo sa message, diba? Parang, for me, low-key therapist na rin sila eh. Kayo. And other people who are probably online right now or with us in the audience. Because people have problems.
Yeah, I get
and
it.
they go seek out help.
Yeah.
Just that fact na parang they have problems and they sought help, that means na parang you're extending a hand.
Yeah.
And they open up, they release their energy to you. Parang for me, parang therapy na rin yun eh. It's not actual like scientific psychotherapy session, which, you know, parang, of course, we're not discrediting psychologists and psychiatrists. Pero yung just the fact of one person reaching out to another is a kind of, it's therapeutic. Diba?
Yeah.
Parang, ako kasi pag nakikipagkwentuhan ako, kahit sa kaibigan ko, may problema ako, whenever I speak to someone, doon nagkakaroon ako ng, kahit hindi man clarity or I don't come to a decision, but just the fact that I have exchanged a genuine interaction with another human being is a good moment for me. And I think that's what people go whenever they try to reach Beyond Senses or other tarot reading services.
Yeah, actually.
Do you guys believe that? Ayun. Let's talk about love and relationships, Prey. I think ito yung mga most of the time people go to because I would go to a tarot reader for love and relationship advice, if I'm being honest. When people ask about love, how do you read their cards to answer what do they really want to know?
I guess I position it in a way na parang hindi ko sasabihin yung gusto nila marinig. I will still say the truth na need talaga nilang gawin.
Okay.
Because other people, for example, may magpapabook. They will ask, should I stay in this relationship? Tapos makikita mo kasi doon yung pattern na bakit siya nag-hold on, bakit ayaw niyang mag-let go agad even though the relationship is on and off. So, it's very important kasi na masabi natin yung message across the client even though it hurts. Pero it's very important kasi, and yun nga, sabi mo nga, lumalapit sila because they needed help. And kahit masakit sa akin, kahit alam ko na okay, feeling ko baka umiyak si client after this, sasabayan na lang kita, but you really need to hear this. Because mas mabuti na kasi na mag-guide natin sila to be in the right place and the right person, I guess. Kasi naman, di ba, mag-stay sila to someone na hindi nila deserve yun. That's for me.
Okay. Yeah, I respect that. Whenever people ask you to piggyback on that, discussion, piggyback on that, kapag ba nagpaparead sila sa'yo, binibigyan ka ba nila ng background on what their problems are, or mag-read ka muna and then, because they're gonna take a look at, syempre psychic work ka, dapat alam mo na to.
Yeah.
Yun yung stereotype, diba?
Yes. I ask. I ask kasi when we do a reading, it goes general first.
Mhm.
It doesn't go specific. And when I read for someone, especially for love life, for example, yung question niya lang naman is, ikakasal ba kami next year? What
Yeah.
if may makita ako dun, magbe-break pala sila?
Mm-mm.
So, ina-ask ko, ano bang gusto mong marinig? Ano ba yung question mo exactly? Kasi mahirap din to discuss things na hindi yun yung pinaka-focus nila, because I don't want din na makasira dun sa plans nila. So,
Nangyari na ba yan? Have you ever ruined a relationship because of your tarot reading? Has anyone reached out like, hey, we broke up because this is what you read me?
I guess not ruined yung term, but more of they said I saved them.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
for like a lifetime. Kasi
Oh.
I had an experience before na parang ikakasal na sila. And then I saw something.
Mm.
Sinabi ko not to really ruin, but I told the client na, hey, look,
Okay.
I am also not sure if this is gonna happen, but your cards are very consistent na ito daw, meron daw kayong malaking problem na may encounter, you really have to work on it, ganyan. But so far, nakikita ko, ikaw lang daw yung mag-workout.
Mm.
And then, she was like, oh, okay, nakita mo pala na ako lagi yung nagpuput ng effort. Sabi ko, yes, and that's the reason why I'm trying to tell you na it should not work. It doesn't work that way. Kailangan the other person should also compromise. Kasi nasa relationship kayo eh. And she was like, yeah, but the thing kasi is ikakasal na kami next year. And that was November, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, February yung kasal nila. So, sabi ko, it's okay. You know what? Kung ano man makita natin, pwede pa to magbago. But the thing is, malaking factor na yung effort ng other person, yung makaka-affect dito sa situation na to.
Mm.
And then, she reached out after a month.
Mm-hmm.
I was so shocked. Kasi,
Tinigil ang kasal.
yeah, but she was so happy. She was so happy. Sabi niya, alam mo, I went to Beyond Senses to get clarity, like to see what's next for my marriage. But I was so shocked na hindi pala matutuloy. But you know what? Thank you kasi I found myself.
Yeah.
I'm in a much better place kahit 1 month pa lang. Kasi matagal ko na din palang tinatago. This is what I want to happen. I want to choose myself. So, yun. May mga ganun, but...
And that's the clarity that you can never repay in any amount. Pag nakuha mo yun and it happens to be from a tarot reading. Diba?
Yes, actually.
Mm.
Especially kasi pag problemado ka talaga, ang hirap din kasi mag-share with friends sometimes. Ako, I don't open much kasi ayoko din, masira yung parang mood nila. And so, I overthink din. So, feeling ko din yung mga other clients, nagigets ko sila kung bakit lumalapit din sa tarot reader. Kasi
it's easier
syempre,
to confide in a stranger.
Yeah, I get that. So, ayun.
Totoo yan. Ang dami nyo kayang nagsasend sa akin ng mga kwento. So parang, because I'm a stranger to your life and I'm just a voice behind the podcast. So parang, I get that. Do you notice any recurring themes in love readings like abandonment, timing, self-worth?
Yes.
Talaga?
I experience a lot of those things kasi with abandonment issues, for example, mapapansin mo yan kapag yung clients talagang sila lang palagi yung nagigive sa relationship, and masakit yung mga questions na binabato din sa amin. Like, for example, am I enough? Am I too much? Will my person stay forever? Because this is what I can offer lang, mga ganon. So, nakikita ko din na parang instead of seeing the whole perspective, palaging yung team is ako yung may kasalanan.
Yes.
So, it's like a recurring theme. So, yung ginagawa ko usually is I always remind them na, look, okay lang yan, valid yung nararamdaman mo. But the thing is, you are overwhelmed right now. Like, you should not tell yourself na ikaw lang yung may kasalanan kasi relationship is 50-50 dapat. Hindi dapat na ikaw lang palagi yung nagpuput ng effort.
Yeah.
And that's what I always remind my clients, ganun.
Yeah, you should never self-abandon. You should always self-advocate. May mga
Parang
nakakalimutan dyan.
medyo nararamdaman ko na.
How can people use tarot to work on themselves instead of trying to control someone else's actions? Kasi parang minsan pag nagpapapull ng card sa inyo, it's always like, paano ko ba siya mapapaibig? How can I make this person love me? Or how can I get the attention of this person?
Oo nga. May mga ganun yan.
Diba? Parang,
Yes.
well, based on the movies.
Yes.
But I can ask that question.
Yeah. Pwede.
Okay, so how do you like try to manipulate? Because that's different. That's iba yun eh. Parang pagka kunwari gusto parang pagayuma levels na kasi yun eh. Parang kung paano niya i-manipulate yung emotions of another person.
Yeah. Self-based question yung dapat gawin if you want to use tarot for
Yeah.
yourself. Instead of asking, how can I get that person, to be my partner, ganon. Why not ask, how can I better myself?
Oh, yes.
How
Okay.
can I overcome this?
See, that's very, CBT, Cognitive Behavioral Therapy. Parang ganun na yun eh. Parang you twist the question into more, parang looking within. Kung ano bang
Yeah.
pwede mo i-improve to be, not naman worthy, but, to be a better version, to have a higher chance.
True.
So, another person can, which maybe you have a preference for, na ikaw naman yung makita niya na.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier, diba, na parang tarot is a tool for reflection. So, parang go back to the basic. Like, every time na parang nafe-feel mo na, gusto kong makuha tong person na to, always look sa sarili mo. And, may suggestion din, like, for beginners na gustong mag-tarot, you guys can also start with mga universe cards. Like, may mga affirmation dun eh. You can start with that
Yeah.
para mas makakonect ka with yourself.
Okay.
Kasi with tarot, okay naman siya, but it's 78 cards kasi.
Yeah, ang dami.
Oo, medyo madami siya. So, yun, a little advice. And then, from there, you can go, dahan-dahan. From
Okay.
universe cards, mag-tarot reading.
Yan, sige. May nagta-tarot read ba sa audience?
Meron ba?
I know some. But anyway, thank you for the tip. Para lang just in case meron somebody online or anyone from the audience would want to test the waters and baka tarot reading is for them. So it's tsaka gusto ko yung artwork dun yung sa tarot cards. Ganda kaya.
Yeah.
Sobrang ganda, napatattoo ko na yan.
Ang ganda nga eh, actually.
Napatattoo ko yung isang card. So thank you Sunset Studios for doing my ink. Let's go to different aspects of tarot. Yung mga tinatanong. Let's go to life direction and parang self-growth. When someone feels lost in life, what kind of guidance does tarot offer that logic cannot give?
I guess, when you feel overwhelmed, right? Hindi mo naman kaya maging logical all the time, diba?
O naman.
But with tarot kasi, it actually helps you again, see different perspective. Like, for example, can I give example?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, let's say the situation is you wanted to go abroad.
Okay.
Okay, you wanted to go abroad, but the thing is, you're stuck dun sa work mo ngayon.
Mhm.
And then, parang nafe-feel mo na, okay, there's no way na makapunta ako ng abroad kasi this is the only way. Itong work ko lang. Kailangan ko makapag-ipon, ganyan-ganyan.
Yeah.
But with tarot kasi, it will really give you different solutions. For example, why not just direct apply to the country that you want? Why not find a different path na makapunta dun sa country na yon na before ka mag-work? It could be study. Yan, nakikita yun sa tarot. With those things. So, at least si client, mafe-feel nila na, okay, I thought this is the only way. I just need to stay sa work, the traditional way. And then, they will feel more enlightened na marami pa pala akong pwedeng gawin. I can like let's say study, meron pa pala akong chance to makakuha ng ibang work kasi nagsho-show din sa cards yung possibilities or like chances mo, yung kung gaano kataas para makakuha ka ng ibang job. Nagsho-show yun.
Okay. That's
So
very specific, no?
yeah.
May question ako because when you were talking about that, the interpretation of a reading, is that limited to what the reader know about? Like, for example, you just mentioned that there are other ways, like for that example, diba? There are other ways to go abroad, study or be a tourist or, marry someone of the same citizenship nung country na yun. Those are things na minsan hindi alam ng karamihan ng tao.
Yes.
Not everybody knows about that.
Yes.
What if the reader doesn't know about those options? Lalabas pa rin ba yun
Yes.
sa card?
Lalabas pa din
So,
siya.
at the same time na ni-read mo siya, malalaman mo din na, may ganun din pala.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Na-educate din ako.
Kasi pag nung sinabi mo yun, parang, isn't that kind of bias na parang you're reading the tarot because of the internal knowledge na meron ka na. Which, I think okay lang naman kasi yun naman talaga yung how you interpret a reading, di ba? Pero ganun ba yung parang limitado ba yung information na may bibigay mo sa kliyente mo because of your own limitation?
No, kasi may mga times na before ako start mag-shuffle, I'm also thinking, okay, if ako ba yung nasa position ni client, ano nga ba yung pwede ko ding ibigay na advice? But may mga times na ako personally as Prey, wala din akong mabigay. But when I flip the cards, it shows something.
Oh, okay.
Kasi there are different meanings each card. So, malawak talaga siya.
Okay.
Like, as I've said earlier, pwede mo siyang tingnan from point A to point Z. So, ako, I guess with my knowledge and of course with the tarot, nagko-combine siya. And then, I get to help the client. But most of the time, it doesn't come from me lang din. It comes from the cards.
Okay.
Because may mga oras na sasabihin ng cards na, sige magstay ka pa sa relationship na yan.
Okay.
But in my head, tama na. Like sana maging okay na siya. Sana mas better if piliin niya muna yung sarili niya. Pero yun yung sabi ng cards. I cannot just change that. So I still follow it.
Okay.
Kasi for me, may reason naman kung bakit yun yung binibigay na advice. So, ganun.
Okay. I get you. My next question is, how does free will show up in a tarot spread?
Free will, it shows like what are the next steps. Ganun yung lumalabas. Kasi with tarot reading, it's at first when you get a tarot reading, di ba may feeling na, hala, baka mamaya sabihin ng cards, ito lang daw yung dapat kong gawin, ito lang yung options ko. Pero at the end of the day kasi kahit sabihin ng card na ito yung magandang pathway for you, if it doesn't resonate with you, piliin mo pa rin yung gusto mong gawin. And I always tell yung mga clients ko na before kami mag-start ng reading na take what resonate and leave what doesn't. So, parang din siya, another reminder then na you have a free will.
Okay.
So, if you don't like it, it's fine.
Okay.
You can always decide on your own.
So then, question na lingers in my mind. Kailangan ba ako maging psychic para makapag-read ako ng tarot?
No. Yung tarot reading kasi, everyone can do it actually. It's a skill. And for other people, siguro, iba-iba siya eh. Siguro with me, naging lucky lang ako kasi may gift ako. Like with yung nakakita ko ng mga multo, ganun. And nakatulong lang siya. But honestly, anyone can read cards. Because as I've said, it's a skill. And you cannot learn tarot reading in just one go. Kailangan mong mag-practice. And hanggang ngayon nga, nagpa-practice pa din ako.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Hindi siya para sa akin. Parang pagod na yung katawang lupa para mag-aral ng cards. Kaya nga lumalapit na lang ako sa mga katulad ninyo para malaman kung anong mga pwede kong dapat malaman. Yan. So mamaya babasahan mo ako.
Oo, sige.
Hello.
Ready ka na ba? Excited na ako eh.
Lord. Okay. Let's go back to career, money, and purpose. Kasi it's the new year eh. Parang we're all, di ba pag nag-2026, meron bang high season ang tarot reading services? Kasi sa work ko dati sa hotel industry, meron kaming peak season, meron kaming low season. Ganyan. So parang, like for example, sa mga resorts, pag summer season, di ba ang mamahal ng rates? Kasi
actually,
lahat tayo nagpupunta sa beach.
Yeah.
Pag tag-ulan, bumababa. Nagkakaroon ng mga kung ano ng promos. Ganun din ba sa tarot reading?
Yeah.
Pag ba Valentine's, New Year, yun yung naisip kong dalawang season. Na parang, ano bang mga pampabuenas?
Yeah.
Or yung sa pag-love nga, ayun.
Yeah. Actually, tama ha.
Oo, pwede na talaga ako mag-tarot reader.
New Year, Valentine's, ayan, talaga. And nagigets ko kasi syempre, di ba, kapag New Year, you wanted to see, okay, New Year, new me, ano nang next sa akin, ganyan. So,
New Year, new me.
Nagigets ko yun. So, meron nga kaming like spread din. Like, it's called 2026 spread. Para lang, alam mo yun, like, alam mo yung possible outcome mo for, for this year. Alright. So, may mga ganun.
Ano bang laman ng 2026 spread?
2026 spread, actually, pwede kang magkaroon ng like outlook dun sa career mo and love life. Like, both aspects, ganun. Tapos, it can also tell you if meron kang malaking hindrance na kailangan like, parang paghandaan, ganun. Anong gagawin mo about it? Nakikita din doon yung parang may possible ba na magkaroon ka ng partner? Meron din doon if yung mangyayari sa finances mo, wag ka muna mag-travel, mag-ipon ka muna, mga ganun.
Hala, nakaka-excite. Ilang partners po ba ang para sa akin?
Ay, pwede 3.
Ayan, so my next question is, what's one card you think people misunderstand the most? At bakit? Na parang pag nahugot mo,
ay, sige, death card.
Death card?
Yeah.
Alam niyo ba sa death card kasi, meron akong napanood na pelikula, I'm not sure kung natatandaan niyo yung Patayin sa Sindak si Barbara. So, yung pelikula na nung 90s, kay Don Solveta, yung version nila Don Solveta and ni Lorna Tolentino. Patayin sa Sindak si Barbara. Creeps the log, hello. Kasi meron dong scene na meron silang parang psychic and she was reading a card. And then pull nila yung death card. Tapos, ha? Tapos nagkaroon ng mga sound effects. Syempre, cinematic theatric yung yung presentation death card. Tapos, yun na. Kaya parang pag sinasabi yung death card, parang bigla na lang na, syempre, Patayin sa Sindak si Barbara is a horror movie. And nung nabunot na yung card na yon, nagsunod-sunod na yung mga scenes na parang medyo, diba, parang nakakatakot. And then, yun, yung parang tumatak sa isip ko pag death card, nako, delikado. May mamamatay.
Ayun.
Yan.
Yeah.
Sinong mamamatay? Ganyan.
Oo. Ganyan nga din yung na-receive ko. Like, pag nilabas, for example, lumabas yung death card, parang may mga questions ako na nakukuha. Hala, am I dying? Sabi ko, wait lang. May sakit ka ba? Wala. Ay, hindi yan ganun. Hindi, okay ka lang.
Bakit? Kailan?
Ayun, mga ganun. Or,
Pwede tomorrow agad. Para makawala na dito.
kasi ako din,
morbid, sorry.
Ako din, nagugulat din ako na parang, hala, anong meron? Like, okay ka lang ba? Tapos minsan magsasabi din sila ng names na, ganito, mamamatay ba sa ganito? Sabi ko, ay, sorry, hindi ko po yan kilala. Anong meron? Ako mismo curious na din. Pero no, that card is more of like transformation. Kasi it's like, you need to forget your old version and see the new version of you. Ganon siya sa akin.
Parang
Actually,
like you're shedding off your old
yeah,
skin. Has. Has pala. Tama, di ba? Parang you're trying to move to your new self.
Yes. Actually nga, pag nagpipek ako
butterfly na lang, di na ahas. From ano ba yung tawag doon sa butterfly? Oh, yun. Sabi ni Wincy. Chrysalis.
Kapag nakakakuha ko ng death card, I always tell them na okay lang yan. It means, may mga new changes na dadating, ganun. Pero, nagigets ko naman sila kasi the itsura din ng death card.
Very grim di ba? Parang, pag nakita mo talaga siya, ay,
Oo, it looks scary naman. Pero depende din naman sa type of tarot card. Pero most of the time kasi I use the Rider-Waite. Yung itsura dun sa card talagang quite scary.
Rider-Waite is yung parang yung go-to, no?
Yeah.
Parang, beginner or yung parang pinaka-default na
yeah.
alam ng lahat.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So death card is not literally meaning
na
someone will die or you will die. Just means
transformation.
It could mean something else, like transformation. Alright. What do you usually tell your clients who want certainty about money or success?
I tell them na
like, mananalo ba ako sa loto? Ano ba yung winning numbers ng loto?
Uy, may ganyan. Why
not? Kung bibigyan mo ako ng numbers, tatayaan ko talaga
di dapat ako na lang muna.
Tama.
Pero laging may mga ganun din questions. But, lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila na even if sabihin ng cards na, hey, ang ganda ng finances mo this 2026, kailangan mo pa din mag-put ng effort.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to put effort because there are times
kailangan
na kailangan. Unfortunately, kailangan.
Pagod na ako mag-effort.
Very important talaga yung consistency with with money. And you also have to love money. Parang yung perspective mo din about money. I love money. Same.
I love money.
Yes, parang natutunan ko lang din with along the way ng practice ko. Parang with money, if grabe yung relationship mo, like lagi mo sinasabi, wala na akong pera, last money last money ko na to, or
no.
feeling ko hindi ako mapopromote.
Or
Actually,
yung
manifest
mahirap
siya.
lang kasi kami.
Ayun, oo.
Di ako mahirap. Nalabanan ko yan.
Oo, ganun. Parang kailangan mo din kasi talaga ng change of mindset. Very important siya. Change of mindset, consistency, and of course, yung
showing up.
positivity.
Okay. Sige, tama yan. Diba? Parang we should
Totoo.
always try to look things in a positive way. And, kasi innate sa atin yan yung culture na parang nagtitipid. And, as they always say, the universe is abundant.
Yes.
So, parang hindi naman naka-budget ang universe.
Totoo.
So, bakit ko titipirin yung mga pangarap ko or yung mga gusto kong mangyari sa buhay? I like that. So,
Yes.
yun.
Baka mamaya guys, gastasin nyo lahat ng pinamaskahan nyo. Chill lang kayo.
Oo nga, wag. Sa lang, try to live within your means din.
Totoo. Yes.
Know your limits naman.
Totoo.
So, yun.
Hala,
Kasi may
pwede ka
bukas.
na maging tarot reader.
diba?
Oo.
Akin na nga. Basahan ko kasi.
Nagre-resonate na siya with me.
Magaling lang ako manloko.
Ay,
Ako podcaster. Ayan. Ito pa. How can tarot support decision making without replacing personal responsibility?
I guess treat it like a guidance, not, this is what you should do. Dapat
Okay.
hindi ganon. Kasi, napaka-important kasi ng free will when you do a reading. Kailangan, pagpupunta ka sa isang, sa isang session, you should know what you want to happen. Very important yun to yourself.
Parang contradicting yun, pre. Kasi punta nga ako kasi di ko alam kung anong gagawin ko.
Hindi, alam mo yan. In denial ka lang.
Ay, shit.
Oh, di ba?
Actually, alam
Oh,
ko.
di ba?
So, parang gusto lang nilang sabihin mo yung gusto nilang marinig.
Or, I can also say the things that you don't want to hear, but that's the truth.
Oh.
Promise.
Oo
Ganun
nga.
siya.
You're the voice of truth. Tama. Okay yun. Pwede rin yun. Kasi minsan tough love din eh. Kailangan mo talagang marinig eh. Diba? Hindi nag-work yung kaya mo yan, friend. Or
Hindi
yung
talaga.
yung okay lang yan. Kailangan mo marinig talaga yung, huy, gising na.
Hindi na yan magbabago. Ganun. Charot lang.
Ayun. Tama. Parang kasing minsan, we already know what we need to hear, what we need to know. It's just that, di natin kayang aminin. Ang hirap eh. Minsan may mga decisions talaga sa buhay na parang, you already know what you wanted to do or what's right for you, what's good for your life. But you're stuck.
Yeah.
Hindi mo alam kung ano yung paano ka makakatawid from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's courage.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the support or just a word from a stranger.
I guess, napakalaking factor din nung uncertainty.
Mhm.
Kasi may mga people naman na okay talaga, alam nila na it's okay. It's okay. May mga people na alam talaga nila na ito dapat yung gawin ko. I should push my dreams.
Yeah.
Pero nagigets ko kung bakit hindi pa rin nila tinutuloy kahit alam nila na yun tama. Kasi it's very hard for us to step out to our comfort zone. And I get that. Kasi kahit sabihin natin na minimal lang yung changes, it's still a change. And usually, ang uncomfortable talaga ng feeling at first. Diba? Especially na hindi naman natin lahat nakikita na, okay, pag ginawa ko ito yung mangyayari. So,
Totoo.
nagigets ko yun.
The truth is really a hard pill to swallow.
Yes. Tarot reader talaga.
Ayan. What's the most emotionally powerful reading you've ever done? Baka naman yung without divulging information of the client. I was gonna say patient. The client. Ano yung parang reading na parang talagang nag-stick sa memory mo, sa heart mo, na parang, uy, that's something else.
I guess yung hindi lang siya clients na. Parang it's more of the experience na nakuha ko. Kasi sometimes may mga clients na they don't talk at all.
Ooh. okay.
Yes. Not because they're skeptic. It's just they're not open or
Okay.
about the issue
Okay.
that they're facing. So ang sarap sa pakiramdam na nasi-share nila yun sa'yo and they get clarity
Mhm.
that they're looking for. Tapos nakakatuwa kasi alam mo yun na okay, gets ko na kung bakit tahimik ka kanina.
Mm.
Ang hirap nga ng pinagdadaanan
Do you
mo.
remember what they asked?
Yeah.
For like for this particular example na may client na hindi nag-open up. Bigyan mo
Okay.
kami juicy pa rin. Ba yan?
Sige. Sige. Siguro, always nila pinipili yung family nila kaysa sa sarili nila.
Oh,
Diba?
Okay, yeah.
Tapos, nasa ibang bansa pa sila.
Nako, oo
Tapos,
nga.
nagiging specific na ako.
This is a very, hindi rin eh. This is a very typical Filipino story.
Yeah.
OFW story.
Yeah. Sige, I think I can share it naman. I'm not gonna say the name kasi there are like multiple events that happened na ganito. Yung feeling na gusto na nilang umuwi because they wanted to be here with their family here in the Philippines. But the thing is, parang walang family, parang hindi sila accepted, and because they need to work. And nakakaiyak kasi alam mo yung feeling na hindi nila to ma-open up sa family nila, and even with me, natatakot sila kasi natatakot sila ma-shut down.
Yeah.
And I get that feeling na parang gets ko kung ba't ka natatakot, gets ko kung bakit hindi mo yun ma-open up kasi lagi kang nare-reject. And it really hurts. So, yun yung mga nag-strike sa akin. As in, nagkakaroon din ako ng, I guess, learnings na kung gaano kahirap yung buhay. Yun. As in, na-educate ka din. And, yun yung mga nag-strike sa akin.
Yeah.
Kung gaano kahirap yung buhay and kung gaano kahirap mag-open up sa family.
I
Yeah.
get that. Yeah. Get that.
Mabigat
Especially for someone who's not based here, 'di ba, na parang yeah, gets ko kasi parang kahit dati nung dito ako nag-work, ganun din eh. Parang kaya ka nga nag-ibang bansa eh. Parang you wanted to try to find a better life for you. Kaya parang gets ko siya. Have you ever pulled a spread that surprised or unsettled you?
Not unsettled, but surprise, yes. Because may mga moments na before ko palang ma-open yung cards nila, I already have like specific advice, and then pag nagmamatch, nagugulat ako.
Okay.
Kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko na okay, parang hindi ko din ine-expect na mabibigay ko to sa person na to, pero at least 'di ba, I get to help someone. So, yun, nakakagulat pa din siya at times.
Okay.
Every time na nagre-read ako, I treat it as something like first time ko pa din. Kasi parang gusto ko kasi ibigay dun sa client yung best experience every time.
Okay.
Diba?
Gets.
So, mamaya.
Actually, ngayon na.
Ngayon na. Isa seryoso?
Sige. Yeah, sige.
Okay, sige.
We'll see. Kasi parang, ako, sa totoo lang, every time I get a reading, nagpaparead naman ako. Not all the time, but I try to ask people to do a reading for me, especially if I have a decision to make. Sometimes, and totoo yun, minsan alam mo na yung decision, pero you wanna know options, like, ano ba nangyayari dun sa future? Baka mali itong gagawin ko or yung decision na leaning towards.
Yeah.
Ayun, so parang, that's why I ask. Pero sometimes, buo na yung decision mo. Hindi mo lang,
Need mo na ng confirmation.
Hindi mo lang maamin na parang,
Yeah.
yun na. So, yun.
So, game?
Sige. Live pa.
Sige. You wanna see? It's okay. You can
sige.
touch it if you want.
Anong gagawin ko?
Wala lang. If gusto mo lang siya makita.
Okay. Hindi.
Wala that card?
Hindi ko alam.
Okay, sige. Do you have like specific question ba? Or
Kailangan ko bang sabihin tong question?
type mo?
Pwede ba? Hindi mo pwedeng basahin yung utak ko. Jean Grey. Hindi, ganito. Generic na lang. Ganyan.
Generic na lang, sige.
Generic question. Ay, gusto mo specific?
Share
Sige.
ka sa inyo mamaya.
Ano na lang. Okay, sige. What's in store for the podcast? Kasi the podcast has been going on for 5 years. Thank you.
Yes.
The podcast is stable. Hindi siya viral or like trending or like, it's not celebrity status podcast. It's a staple podcast. Like if for example you're a listener of the show, maasahan mo siya every week na meron siyang episode. Na pag magugus ka ng pinggan or magko-commute ka or gumagawa ka ng gym workout mo, you know that there's an episode coming for you every week. But it's not like the biggest podcast. So I want to know what's in store of the podcast for 2026 and onwards.
Wow. Can
Dapat na bang
I
itigil
show?
to?
Can I show? Sige. Ito. So, I put 6 cards. Ayan.
Ay, ang ganda ng cards actually. Yung itsura.
Ayan. So, this is the Page of Cups, the Hangman, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Ay, ito pala yung camera. Hello. 10 of Pentacles, the World, and 6 of Wands. Okay? So, ready na ba kayo? Parang
Ready na.
Okay, sige.
The world, mag-world tour ako.
Actually, pwede
World
sa
tour
mama.
kasi uuwi lang ako sa amin.
Okay. Parang meron... Hindi lang to for 2026 eh. This is also for 2026 onwards.
Okay.
Honestly,
Mhm.
hindi muna ako nag-stalk doon sa podcast mo. Kasi
Okay.
ayokong magkaroon ng bias
Basher,
comment.
bakit tayo?
Uy, hindi
Ikaw ba si...
Uy, hindi
Joke
And then
lang.
like yung recent...
Wala naman akong basher. Okay. Wala pa akong basher.
Yung recent parang event mo, hindi ko muna tiningnan.
Mhm.
Kasi, yun nga, pero nag-share ka ngayon na hindi siya katulad ng other podcast na, may constant upload, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No more on sharing.
Okay.
Dito kasi parang may mga dadating pa daw na I would say opportunities, and these opportunities is not only
Sorry.
parang madami siya eh. Hala, ang dami. Parang may marireveal ata ako.
Go, reveal natin.
Sige. Parang pwede siyang collaboration. It could also be endorsement. Who knows? Basta madaming...
Endorsement.
Ay,
Pera.
pera. Hindi, madaming pera ang dadating.
Nakita ko nga maraming
Pentacles. Pentacles means money din. So, there's gonna be a lot of things that will come for you this year. Again, when I say opportunities, napakalawak ng term na yan eh. And honestly, may isa ding maganda. Mas lalawak pa yung community mo.
Ooh, that's what I want.
As in, mas lalawak siya, mas magiging solid,
Mhm.
mas magkakaroon ka ng family din dun sa community. And not only that, it will also open up like different avenues. Siguro money pwede, opportunities pwede din. Tapos, it's gonna be a different year for you. Parang kung ina-expect mo na, okay, like katulad lang to ng 2025, it's not gonna be like that.
Ayoko siyang maging katulad ng 2025.
Okay, sige, hindi naman.
Sabi na ako matapos yung 2025.
Lumabas kasi yung The World. So, yung The World kasi, usually, it's like achievement, success. So, nakikita ko dito, lahat ng pinagdaanan mo nung 2025, parang sinasabihan ka ni universe na, okay, enough na yan, masyado ng madami. Let's give you a positive things naman this time around. Pero, meron lang akong nakita na siguro around October, September or October, ganon.
Ano meron dyan?
Sa dami ng things na dadating, you have to be balanced. Like, hindi porket pasok lang ng pasok yung pera, gagastusin lang.
Ha?
Ay, oo, hindi yung ganun. Kailangan,
Para saan pa yung pera?
savings. Parang kailangan
Okay.
mong, ikaw, uy, sabi mo kanina, balance. Parang
Okay,
kailangan
sige,
mong
sige.
i-balance kasi, sabi nung cards mo dito sa last one, pag na-overcome mo tong maybe around September or October na situation,
Okay.
sobrang smooth ng 2026 ng podcast mo. So, feeling ko proper scheduling din with everything.
Naku po. Okay.
Ayun. Yun yung mga nakikita kong things na pwedeng magkaroon ng conflicts ka. Your time management and your priorities. Yung those two.
Naku,
And
okay.
other than that, wala na. Everything is good. So, if you're gonna ask me, would there be money? Would there be
Gusto yun ng
collaboration?
The Pod Network.
Ay,
Money. Kailangan namin yan.
so yun. Like, lahat yan. Lahat yan papasok. So, if meron ka ding mga tina-target na mga, let's say, ayun nga, endorsement, brands,
Yeah.
possible yan this year.
O yun.
Pa-share naman.
Gusto natin yan. Thank you. Thank you dyan sa ano mo.
Nag-resonate ba?
I guess yes. Oo, kasi more than the podcast, parang yung in finances itself din parang
Yeah.
ay
Actually, tama ha. Kasi, yung Philippine Campfire Stories ba, is it just you? Or,
unless may nakikita ka pang
ay, then,
hindi, it's
Ikaw-
me and the team syempre ng Pod
okay.
Network. So creative wise ako.
okay.
Yeah. Pero
So, sa'yo lahat to.
but I'm willing to share. Hindi naman ako sakim.
Pero feeling ko malaking factor na ikaw yan. That's why I asked if ikaw lang ba din yung person behind Philippine Campfire Stories. Kasi para sa akin, napaka-importante ng good leadership. Like, kung paano mo nililid yung isang bagay. So, because it's you, I think malaking factor na ang swerte din ng podcast mo this year. It's because of you. Not because, swerte ka lang. It's because of your effort, hard work, dedication, lahat yan.
Okay.
No, yun lang. Kasi, sige na nga, sabihin ko na. Kasi for the last year or maybe 2 years ago, parang dumating sa point na, ano ba? Like, okay pa ba to? Or like, mag-workout ba talaga yung exact vision ko? Kasi it doesn't seem like it. May ganun kang point siguro na naramdaman or maybe you told yourself.
Every week?
Pwede.
May lalabas pa ba akong episode?
Pwede ganun. Parang nandun ka lagi sa point of, ayan, actually in the full na tattoo mo. Yeah. Parang ngayon, mas more of, nandun ka na sa point na, okay, I'm taking the leap of faith. I'm seeing what's next for me. Di na ako takot. Okay lang mag-overthink but I'm gonna be okay. Parang ganun na yung energy mo ngayon.
Okay.
Nag-overthink pero it's okay.
Glad to know, yeah. Because, kaya ko siya kinuha is because it's a reminder.
Yeah.
It's a reminder for me to take opportunities as they present.
Yeah.
So,
Pero I just wanna give advice. Tuloy mo lang. Yeah, just continue whatever you're doing right now. I guess not only with podcast but also with your life.
tuloy ko pa to?
Tuloy mo pa. Kaya pa yan. Kaya pa yan.
Sige, tutuloy natin yan. Before I proceed with my other questions, I just want to say hello to yung people online, Richard, Hannah, EJ, Neil, and Martin. Sino pa? Maria Janine, nandito. Thank you so much for tuning in sa mga, at saka sa mga makikinig pa nito in the future. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Gusto ko sana magtanong ng iba pa, pero baka personal, baka intrusion of privacy. So we'll do that later. I just want to know, because this is you also happen to be psychic, diba?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why ka nga napunta ka sa tarot reading. Have you like, what are the most terrifying things that you've experienced in your life na parang biglang nakuhanan mo rin ng peace because you turned ito na, nagtataro ka na, mas naintindihan mo na. Before ba meron ka mga experiences na parang I intentionally did not watch your episode sa Kababalagan because I wanna hear it from you.
Para ako nag-flashback nung tinanong mo
Pero may
yung
nakita
iba
pala
yun.
akong TikTok na parang meron kang sugat or something na parang may humawak or
Oo.
yun. Pero I wanna hear from you. What are your most terrifying experiences?
Okay. So, yung Kababalaghan 5 episode ko, kasi it was my story. And honestly, okay, share ko na sa inyong lahat. Hanggang ngayon, nagko-connect pa rin sa akin yung nandun sa
Ano bang meron
entity
doon?
na yun. It was, parang a family na may minurder dun sa condo na yun. So, yes. Okay na ba, like, kahit kasama
yes. Saan yung building na to?
Around
Tayo lang.
around UST area.
Wow, kala mo naman alam. UST
Oo,
area.
doon.
Okay. Sige.
Doon.
Kailan ka nagtumira doon?
I lived there around 2015. Around 2015.
11 years ago.
Yes. And ayun, hanggang ngayon parang it still haunts me. As in, actually kagabi lang ganong level.
So you're saying that you stayed in a condo unit that had murder happen.
Yes, but
Ilan yung na-murder?
ano kasi siya, yung tatay, siya yung murderer. Meron siyang asawa na buntis.
Okay.
Na-slash niya yung chan.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
tapos meron pa silang batang anak na medyo bata pa talaga. Mga around 4 ata. Yun, basta medyo siya medyo bata pa
Toddler
siya
pa.
talaga. Yes,
Okay.
yes. So, nung una kasi, akala ko ako lang yung nakaka-experience doon. But, the fact na na-experience din siya ng mga tao nandun. Like, for example, meron akong friend, nag-visit lang sa condo. Alam niyo yung lalagyan ng ng tubig na yung parang may gripo. Yung sa mga condo.
Yung blue?
Yung blue, oo.
Oo. Yung 5 gallons.
Ang bigat nun, 'di ba? Binato nung multo yung friend ko.
Puno yung tubig.
Puno yung tubig. So parang sabi ko, girl, hindi na yan may explain ng science. Paano yan lilipad?
Ooh.
Binato siya since sa may hita.
Ang
Tapos,
sakit nun.
oo, ito yung mga things na hindi ko na-share sa TV din. Meron din doon part na nakikinig lang kami ng music, tapos yung speaker, naka-speaker kasi. Tapos nakita ko yung time na yon, yung babae na mom na multo. Hawak niya yung anak niya, yung nasa tiyan niya. Kasi nga 'di ba ni-slash siya.
Oo.
So parang may hawak siyang fetus, kinaganan niya. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, patigilin mo sila, ayoko magising yung anak ko. Tapos parang ako, ayokong magmukhang ewan sa mga friends ko. So ako parang, okay, wala akong nakikita, deadma ako. Grabe, binalik niya yung parang nag-rewind yung song. Tapos it sound, for me it sound demonic, nakakatakot talaga nung time na yun.
Anong binalik?
Yung parang nag-rewind,
Yung parang nag-backmask?
ganun,
Anong tawag dun? Parang nag-skid yung
yes. Meron ding mga times na binabato ng tabo sa CR.
Ay, okay.
Tapos,
lahat nung napatay? Or pati yung tatay?
siya, lahat sila nagpaparamdam sa amin. Sa amin, in a way na yung mga roommates ko noon, yung mga people na nakitulog lang. Actually, kahit makitulog ka lang sa amin nung time na yun, mapapaginipan mo na kung ano nangyari. As in, ipapakita nila sa'yo kung paano nangyari yung murder.
Ay.
Ganon lang intense.
Grabe naman.
Yes. And for how many years, imagine? From 2015 to 2018.
Ang tagal mo dun.
Oo, pero kasi...
Mura ba rate mo dun? Ba't mo napagtsagaan yun?
Kasi, yun namatay kasi yung dad ko way back 2014. So, ayokong maging burden sa mom ko kasi hindi niya din alam, honestly, na minumulto na ako. And siguro, may part doon na bakit hindi ko in-open up. Kasi, when you're in that, parang situation, inuuna ko yung yung ma-feel ng mom ko. Kasi masyado nang mabigat for her yung nawala yung dad ko eh. So, ayoko ba maging burden? And, syempre, pinaaral pa ako nun sa Manila kasi galing akong province noon.
Okay.
So, ang daming factors kung bakit tinago ko lang siya sa sarili ko. And alam na mga friends ko and lagi nilang sinasabi na sabihin mo na ganyan hanggang sa nakikitulog na ako sa mga kaibigan ko, ganon.
Okay.
Oo. Pero tinago ko sa mom ko nung una kasi there was a feeling of baka hindi niya ako maintindihan.
Yeah.
Pero nung nangyari na yung nangyari, which is, para ako nasa horror movie nung time na yun. Yun yung isa sa mga pinakamalalang nangyari sa life ko na as in face to face ko nakita yung mga entities, yung mga multo doon, everything. Tapos nakakita pa ako ng napoposes sa harapan ko. And I wasn't doing tarot reading that time. Wala akong idea pa about spirituality. I don't even know how to ground myself. And alam ko lang, meron akong ability to see paranormal things ever since I was a kid, but I was very in denial. So, hindi ko alam kung saan ako pupunta nung time na yun. So, yun for me yung pinaka grabing moment.
Parang very helpless ka nun, no?
Sobra.
Okay.
And
paano, tapos, ano yung sinasabi mong face to face? Anong ginawa sa'yo? Kasi parang nakakatakot yun, imagine ko. Parang
okay.
a face of a person who got murdered and then it's in front of you. Parang,
yes, nakakatakot talaga. Well, tinry niya kasing mag-drink nung acid nung time na yun kasi the murderer committed suicide. So, nakikita ko parang may bumubula-bula sa tiyan niya, ganun. Tapos, nakakatakot kasi siya, hindi lang yung family nung time na yon. As in, attract na namin lahat ang possible entity nung time na yon. Nakita ko, actually hindi lang ako nung time na yon, yung mga guards nandun. When we opened the door, bumaliktad yung cross, tapos yung beads ng rosary tinapon sa amin. Tapos first time din nila makakita ng bata na multo, ginanan sa amin yung beads. Alam mo ba, next day nag-resign yung mga guard. Oo, kasi hindi nila kinaya.
Oo.
Pero gets ko naman.
Nung nandun ka, ano ba yun? Lumang kwento na ba yun? O ikaw yung first resident after the murder?
Feeling ko may fault din ako. Kasi nung time na yun, I asked my roommate, sabi ko, mahilig ka ba sa mga horror movies? Ganyan. Sabi niya, bakit? Search mo nga kung baka may something dito sa building natin. Sabi niya, ba't mo na-feel yun? Wala lang. Parang creepy lang. Pero hindi ko sinasabi sa kanya na kasi may katabi ka. Di ko ginanon yung roommate ko. But the thing is, dun sa research, kasi nag-research din sila kabayan, they asked around if there was a incident na na-report na nagkaroon ng murder. Wala. Pero, nagulat ako because after that episode, ano siya, umere siya sa TV, nag-reach out sa akin yung mga people na nag-aral around that time.
Okay.
Tapos sabi nila, ang sarap sa paharamdam na may nakakaintindi na sa akin. Apparently, away from that place, may nasunog
Okay.
na bahay. Tapos nandun yung family na yon. And then that's where it happened. So, yung question is, okay, kung nangyari siya sa ibang lugar, bakit
nasa inyo?
Bakit nandun? Kasi it's still the vicinity eh.
Okay.
Parang nandun pa rin si area na yun kasi katapat lang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, katapat lang. And, well, from what I've heard, before daw itayo yung place na yon, sobrang tagal na walang nakalagay, bakante. So, may mga tendencies kasi na kapag walang nakatira dun sa place na yon na living people, edi ayun, talagang tinitirhan ng mga, entities, multo, ganun.
That must have been hard na 3 years na nandun ka. And do you ano yun? Napapanaginipan mo ba sila every day?
Actually,
How would you rest knowing na kasi di ba your home is your sanctuary.
Yes.
Diyan ka magpapahinga.
Yes.
Diyan ka dapat relax.
Na titrigger ako kapag dumadaan ako sa area. And recently may nangyari sa akin. It was New Year. I dreamt about it. But it felt so real. As in, pinasok ako dun sa building na sabi ko nga sa sarili ko, okay, mukhang hindi na to dream. Mukhang astral projection na ata to.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Tapos, sabi ko, hindi, parang sinasabihan ko yung sarili ko, hindi, imposible, kasi matagal na to eh, bakit kumukonect na naman ako? And then nagulat ako, kasi the next day I asked, sabi ko, bakit ko na naman napapaginipan tong condo na to? Ano na namang meron? Kasi yung isa sa mga bisita pala namin, nakatira doon. So, may mga connection pa din.
Okay.
So, kunyari, nakatira ka sa condo na yun, hindi ko alam. Magugulat na lang ako sa gabi, may connection na naman kami.
Oh, okay.
So, ayun.
Paano ka puputulin yung connection mo sa bahay na yun? Do you know how?
I've done multiple things already, but the thing is, you just have to ground yourself. Just have to practice like grounding, shielding, ganun. And I try to really avoid anything related to it. Like ako na mismo yung umiiwas. Pero pag kunyari, nag-appear ulit yung episode, hindi naman ako affected doon. Pero kapag yung mga tipong may nakatira doon, tapos nakita kita, yun. Pag mga fresh connection, ayun.
Naku, sana wala naman tonight.
Hala,
Kasi
nakatira ka ba doon?
Kasi doon kaya ako nakatira.
May condo ka doon.
Joke lang, hindi. Kasi napagkwentuhan, so parang hindi ko alam, baka mamaya ma-refresh.
Ay, no. It's fine.
Yan. Okay. Alright. That's good to know. Well, thank you so much for that story, no? Lagi kasi ako nakikinig. Lagi kung gustong makarinig ng mga kwentong ganyan, nakakatakot. Although, ewan ko, hindi na ako natatakot. Parang,
Buti ka pa.
kasi hindi ko naman nararamdaman.
May question ako.
Sige.
Kakakita ka ba ng mga multo, ganon?
Hindi.
Oh.
Hindi.
Meron kasi akong quick story lang about, like comparison lang.
Sige.
Kasi before I live in the UK, and napansin ko na mas aggressive yung mga multo sa ibang bansa.
Totoo? Bakit?
Yes. Well, syempre, dito naman ako lumaki. Dito ako tumira for a very long time.
And then you spent some time in UK.
Yeah. Tapos napansin ko na parang pag sinabi kong no, titigilan na nila ako.
Okay.
Pero nung nandun ako sa UK, kasi sabi ko lang no, bigla nakaupo dun sa may kitchen ko. Tapos nagsuswing-swing lang yung paa niya. Sabi niya, no, you need to help me. Sabi ko, hala, ano ba to? Ako na lang yung lumabas dun sa place ko.
Wala.
Ganong level. Parang hindi e-effect yung yung mga shielding ko kasi makulit talaga sila. Or meron din akong encounter. Funny naman tong encounter na to.
Puti ba to? Yung multo? Puti talaga. Feeling supremacist kasi sa mga yan eh.
Meron akong encounter
Hindi
sa
naman naintindihan.
sa Scotland. Pumunta ako dun sa Edinburgh, yung castle doon. Diba meron dong part na pwede kang makinig ng pwede kang makinig.
Tours?
Oo, tour.
Yeah.
Like may susuot ka lang, tapos lakad ka, para lang sinasabi sa yung history ng place. Grabe, ang kulit. Sabi niya, oh, this is what happened. Oh, that's not true. Ginaganon ako. Sabi ko, sige, wag na lang makinig. O, ikaw na lang magkwento.
Free walking tour.
Oo. Tapos parang naririndi na ako that time kasi sabi ko, ano ba yan? Parang walang pahinga.
Ang galing kasi paano kung kunwari nabaligtad, foreigner ka, pumunta ka dito, pero psychic ka. Tas may lumabas sa multo Tagalog. Paano yun? Maintindihan ba nila yun?
Alin, sorry?
Kunwari, ikaw foreigner ka, puti ka, pumunta ka sa Pilipinas, may nagmumulto. Psychic ka, di ba? Kunwari, psychic kang foreigner. Tagalog yung multo. Magkakaintindihan ba sila?
I think possible pa
May
din.
Google Translate ba sa mga multo?
Hindi, possible pa din kasi I've experienced it when I went to Thailand.
Okay.
Siyempre, hindi naman ako marunong nung language.
Sorry ka.
Sawadika lang yung alam ko. So, na-experience ko na na parang ayaw niya sa akin. Bakit? Through actions, binato ba naman ako ng towel? Parang gets ko na yun. Ayaw mo sa akin. Gusto mo akong umalis dito sa Airbnb na binayaran ko.
Anong pangalan yung Airbnb na yan?
Hello?
Kasi nakakailang guest na ako na pasok po na sa Thailand mga...
Pero taho doon.
Saan?
Sa mga multo sa Thailand.
Bakit katakot sa multo sa Thailand?
Yung itsura nila. Like, di ba,
Anong
ito
itsura
sa mga movies, di ba, nakikita mo parang color white, ganun yung face nila. Sobrang puti. Ganun talaga. Pero mas scary siya. Kasi medyo nanghahabol din sila.
Oh.
Especially kapag di mo pinapansin. So, similar din sa UK. Kaya parang hindi ko masyadong gusto pag nag-iibang bansa tapos hindi ako grounded. Kasi nahabol ako ng mga multo. Tapos pag hindi mo pa maintindihan, so doubling panic yun. Anong gusto mo?
Ano
pero
meron dyan sa mga
parang may
Thai
download.
ghost, no? Ganyan. Parang dami ko rin na-receive. And yung friend ko si Jello, naka-experience ng ganyan din, haunting din in Thailand. So, parang may something else sa Thailand. I don't know. I've never experienced that.
Yeah. Yun lang naman yung na-experience ko. Basta, nung bumalik ako ng Pilipinas, sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, okay na din. Mas kalmado dito. Sige. Kasi dun sa sa ibang bansa. Kasi parang, yun, literal, wala akong free will. Kapag gusto nila ng answer, talagang you have to really talk to them.
Mga Pilipino kasi resilient tayo So,
yes,
pag
let's go.
Ayan, so thank you so much for sharing your stories and for giving us information about tarot and what it can do sa buhay natin, no? So sa mga gustong magpa-read sa mga tarot readers ng Beyond Senses Philippines, how can they get in touch with you guys?
You can send a message on Beyond Senses Tarot Reading Services on Facebook, and we also have Instagram. It's at Beyond Senses _PH.
Beyonce?
Beyond
Beyond
Senses
Senses.
_PH. Tapos ayun, nag-i-events din kami. So, baka gusto nyo akong or kami kunin.
Ay, oo nga. Nakikita ko dun sa Instagram post nyo, minsan may mga corporate companies na
Oo.
kinukuha kayo as part of their program, no?
Yes, may mga brands, may mga parties, may weddings. Masaya siya actually.
Talaga?
Kasi you get
Punta
to
ka
see...
sa kasal, tapos magpapalit ka.
Kasi may
Magkakatuloy ba yung kinasal?
Ay, ang dami may brain food.
Ayan, so sa mga gustong magkaroon ng tarot reading booth or activity. Hindi naman siya personal lang, no? Pwede rin pala siyang ganyan, sir, as a kind of service
Yes.
sa mga events. Ayan, Beyond Senses Philippines. Thank you so much, Pray.
Thank you,
It's a great
guys.
experience to have you here on the show. Thank you so much, guys, sa lahat ng mga pumunta at nakinig. Pag meron kayong kailangan tungkol sa mga tarot services, ayan, Beyond Senses Philippines. Maraming
Thank
salamat.
you.
And with that, this is the end of our episode for our campers na feeling mo ay good job ang podcast at naiibsan ng naiibsan ng pagkainip mo at meron kang gustong isend na generosity our way. You can send love and appreciation at daan mo lang ang PayPal account ko. Right at the episode show notes. Better yet, go to our Patreon page for our video episodes, YouTube channel, TikTok, everything. You can also subscribe for similar shows or different type of podcast at the Pod Network. Just find the Pod Network on all social media channels. You can also stay at the ads at the end of our show sa mga makikinig nito in the future sa Spotify, because those ads keep our show running here for free. And kung may kwento ka naman, just send it over to campfirestoriesph@gmail.com. At muli, maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Magkita tayo muli sa susunod na kwento. Ako si Earl at ito ang Philippine Campfire Stories. Thank you.